Hey guys, Chris Valdez with Horizon Consulting Partners. I'm here with Emily Romero from Frandevco, and we're in Charlotte, North Carolina. They've actually invited me out and some other individuals to kind of learn about some of their other franchise brands. It's exciting because this gives me an opportunity to learn about what other franchises are currently doing, what type of individuals will be a good fit to join their team. As a franchise owner, I know because I've evaluated franchises myself, and I'm a good fit for some, and there's other things that may not be a good fit for me, or I may not be a good fit for them. So Emily, kind of tell us what this is about here over the next couple of days. Tell the audience, candidates who are maybe just interested in the franchising, what type of brands Frandevco really has underneath their umbrella, and what can they expect when they talk to your company if introduced.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Chris, and we're so happy that you're here with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. So what we're really here and doing is we have two of our partners, being Homefront Brands as well as Thrive Brands, and connecting with consultants and brokers to really give them the best experience in learning opportunities and providing education. So when they are providing education to their candidates, they can really provide the best fit for them in the early stages, early on. So what we're here to do is provide that education, make sure that you have everything that you need in understanding those brands, and then ultimately the candidates at the end of the line are going to have the best experience. So what we're here about at Frandevco is really taking a full circle approach to development, not only with the candidate, because as they walk through the process, validation is important. The brands that we partner with, we're really looking for those that are a great culture fit. We work with a lot of home service brands as well as retail brands, and that's what you're going to be experiencing a lot today. So with the Homefront Brands platform, we're specifically focused in the home services space, where you'll be experiencing Window Hero. You'll also experience formerly Labor Pains, by the way, so we could talk about that kind of fun story as well. We also have Rockbox and Beam, which is a part of Thrive Brands.
And that's what we're doing today. Here in about 30 minutes or so, an hour, we're going to Beam infrared sauna. So I've been to them before, but it's nice to go to a franchise location, someone who's doing it right. There's a lot of individual small places in local markets, but this is a national franchise. So we get to get that experience, and as an individual, I get to get that experience and bring that to you. And I've been to other locations, so not to name them on this video to keep it focused over here, but there are a lot of great experiences, but it's the systems that these franchises have. And Emily, as you already know, these franchises have good systems. When you guys look at doing your own thing outside of corporate America, I used to be in the medical device industry. It's these franchises have staff members like Emily, like Jessica, who's holding the camera for us here today, who really help support individuals like myself trying to have my own business. So you're in business for yourself, you're just not alone in franchising. Tell the audience a little bit more about your role at Frandevco and how you support the staff to help support us to support franchisees.
Absolutely, I appreciate that question. So I'm our Vice President of Development and Compliance. So I like to say I wear a kind of a weird hat of both sales and compliance, so mixing of oil and water in some way. But in franchising itself, which is a heavily regulated industry, we want to make sure that we're working within always the best practices, that our team, and not only our team, but our candidates have that great experience, and that we're working within not only the FTC guidelines, but they're provided a streamlined process throughout. So our sales process not only follows the FTC requirements, their process for closing is also going to be taken through me, making sure that they have indeed those steps. Everything's been kind of checked, I's dotted, T's crossed along the way. In addition to that, I also support with onboarding and vetting new brands, making sure that they're going to be a really great fit for Frandevco and indeed candidates later down the road.
Sure. Well, franchising is not a one size fits all. There's a bunch of different franchises. There's low investments in franchising. You can get them underneath 100,000, and franchises, well up into the millions. There's everything in between. Things you can do from home. They can have a brick and mortar. Not everything is equal. Some franchises every business can be a full-time business if you like, but let's just say you want to keep your full-time job. You sure can. You can do something called a semi-absent model, where essentially you hire a general manager, an operations individual. They run the business and you help manage them. Or very few on the lower cost, some on the higher end. But there's passive investments where the franchise has a model where their team manages the franchise on your behalf as an investor. It's a whole different type of conversation. If you're interested in franchising, give Horizon Consulting Partners a call. Between myself Alex Smatini and Danielle Stankiewicz, we can help you look at your options and find out what could be a good fit and introduce you to great companies such as Frandevco and the other brands that they have. Give us a call at area code 864-638-1046. Talk to you guys soon.